Hello my soccer universe. Well, I found the time to do a review of the Boxing Day action in England. It was actually quite interesting, and however I want to look at the results, there's only one conclusion. The big winner of the Boxing Day fixtures has to be Liverpool, because everything was going in their favor, maybe with the exception of Arsenal. Still, the Manchester teams are in a little bit of trouble. And Spurs remain one of the most nonsensical teams all over Europe. They have the second most goals scored in the Premier League. They have a plus 13 goal difference, yet they sit only in 12th place. No one around them has even remotely as lopsided a goal difference as Spurs do. In fact, simply by goal difference, they're sitting in 4th place. So something just doesn't quite compute there. Those were just a few thoughts. Let's run through the fixtures. Well, the Boxing Day started out with a bang, or was it? Manchester City dropping points again is not that much of a surprise again. However, maybe if you looked at the way that things went, it was still a surprise, I would argue. They took a lead through Bernardo Silva in the 13th minute, had largely control of the game, missed a few chances, however in the 36th, Njaya with a beautifully taken goal gets an equalizer for Everton. Right after the half though, there's a clear penalty given for City. Haaland steps up, sees his effort saved by Pickford, then he gets on the ball again, puts it into the net, however he is offside. City then have loads of possession, don't create much. In the end, actually a counter-attack could have given Everton a win as well. And Everton is also one of those weird teams that get points off the big boys, but no wins, which also doesn't really help their position either. I think there's not much to talk about. Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 0. Other than that, it was a snooze fest. Probably the best the entire Boxing Day fixture list was Chelsea taking on Fulham in a local rivalry. I mean, Chelsea after all is on Fulham Road, which I find always a little bit ironic. And Chelsea took an early lead through Cole Palmer, and for the first 60 minutes or so really dominated the game. Fulham though hung in with defensive solidity, and the longer the game went, the more Chelsea stopped playing and controlling the game and gave the control to Fulham, and they then get the equalizer through Harry Wilson in the 82nd minute, and in stoppage time Rodrigo Muniz gets a winner. Huge points dropped for Chelsea. Big win for Fulham though. Meanwhile, Newcastle continue a potential push into the top 4 with a 3-0 win over Villa. Gordon already gave Newcastle the lead in the second minute with a beautiful shot. However, it really turned when Duran was sent off for Villa. Kind of controversial. At first I thought there was not much to it. Now I hear some comments that yeah, this was deliberate, hitting him on the back. I still think it was a rather contentious red card, but I think it will even stand up. And then with a man more, Newcastle were just better than Villa, with Isak and Joelinton adding 2 more in the second half. There was even a goal by Guimaraes disallowed. Spurs, meanwhile, may have won the XG and the possession battle against Forest. However, Forest, even deservedly so, won 1-0 through a Elanga goal in the first half. They didn't create all that much. And with the few chances Forest have, they converted and sitting now relatively comfortable in the 4th place. It would be a sensation if Forest would make it into the Champions League next season. Ivan Juric, as the new Saints coach, took on West Ham, and Saints showed some improvement. However, it's West Ham who take the 3 points through a Bowen goal after a Füllkrug header. He just taps it over the line. That goal came a little bit out of nowhere, but overall I thought West Ham were just a tad better. Then in the late afternoon slot, Wolves took on Manchester United, and while the game ebbed and flowed was relatively even for the first half, it all turned when Bruno Fernandes was sent off with a second yellow card, his 3rd red card of the season. Not a good sign for a captain, maybe also showing some frustrations there, because that tackle was definitely too late. And then Mateusz Cunha gives Wolves the lead, and Hwang Hee-chan late on secures the 3 points, and in the duel of the Portuguese managers, it's Ferreira who takes the win. Loads of work for Amorim, if they let him do it. And so with all the early results really falling into Liverpool's favor, all they had to do is beat Leicester City at home. And against the relegation candidate, this is exactly what you would expect. In the fog though, Jordan Ayew gave Leicester City a lead that was then equalized by Gakpo just before the half in stoppage time, and right after half Curtis Jones turns it around, and then a very nice goal by Mohamed Salah makes it 3-1. The in-between was also a goal disallowed. Liverpool just methodically taking apart the opposition and gaining point after point after point, and it seems really unlikely that they will let go of this big lead. I expect a whole lot of excitement of the matchup between Brighton and Brentford. not really. I mean, a Vissa goal early on was disallowed from offside. That was maybe it. There was then a Joao Pedro potential red card that was potentially controversially not given. Not much to talk home about from this one. And also Arsenal gets a rather unremarkable 1-0 win over Ipswich thanks to a 23rd minute Havertz goal. Really not much happening in this game. However, at this moment I think it's important for Arsenal to get wins again and also maybe keep a little bit of pressure up on Liverpool as they move into second place. However, it is still a rather big mountain to climb. So those were my thoughts on what's happening on Boxing Day. Please drop a line below what you thought about these fixtures. I mean, the Premier League really hogged that slot in the year, and so we all could watch if we were not with family. Any case, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these, and I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there! I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!